Hey, what is up? What is going on? Now, I told you all I was going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly on this journey of life insurance sales. And today we're going to talk about a key part of the life insurance sales process, and that is how to survive inside the car when you're door knocking. What's up? I'm Courtney Rollins, host of the Life and Transitions Experts YouTube channel and Facebook group, also owner and operators at the State Pro Service, where we're focused on helping folks through some of their biggest transitions in life. And as you may have seen and may have known, I've been able to add life insurance as a tool to help people because quite often what I was doing is one of those big transitions is when someone passes away, and it was one of the ways that I was able to help folks and able to find real estate as a wholesaler, being able to find a property, get it on a discount. You quite often have to work with or need to work with folks who are willing to sell it at a discount. And quite often that means there has to be some distress in their life. And probate was a space that I was finding a lot of people in distress. Probate, someone passes away and they have debt or they have assets in their name. Has to be a way to settle that. And that's called the probate process. Unless there's other legal instruments someone's done and put in place, probate has to take place. And quite often, folks who were loved ones who are left with dealing with the debt or dealing with needing to unlock the inheritance would often sell some of the assets in the estate, and one of those being the property. But it wasn't like people were super happy always to sell the property. They were happy about the service and the process, or having someone who could serve and help them that way. But it just felt like a lot of people were preferred, and I saw cases and files of people actually being able to retain their property, retain their wealth, retain their legacy within their family because they had things in place like life insurance. And so I'm focused in the life insurance space. There's tons of spaces that you can work in. I'm focused in the final expense space, and I'm focused on door to door. You could do telesales where you're making calls. You can do all type of stuff. But even though I'm coming from the world where I'm making a lot of calls, asking people about their property, asking people about support they may need in probate, I felt that, well, being in front of someone, the opportunity to make a connection is way stronger. And I was kind of tired of being on the phone all the time. And I think some people are really getting bombarded with phone calls. You probably just got a call right now from a telemarketer. But telesales does work. Anything works if you're being consistent to it. But I was attracted to the idea of being able to reach folks, leads that actually sit in, request either through direct mail, digital leads, request for information about life insurance, and I get to go out there and meet them. And so there is specific things that you can do when you're going to the door and you're approaching folks. And we'll get into that in other videos. But today we're just talking about what I've looked at in the last, to share what I've learned in the last several weeks working here in the car, what I found useful. And you go back, check my videos. I've done 2 full weeks. This is actually my uh, third week, and I've shown all my numbers. So go back, take a look. It's been pretty fun and pretty exciting so far. I've been able to place 12 applications so far, and I think that's just shy of $9,000 in uh, per annual premium that's been generated. And I feel like I'm going to get better as my skills get better. I get to present that, share that value with folks, and hopefully let you see what it looks like. Maybe you're thinking about this career yourself, or you just are just curious about what it looks like to be a life insurance agent. One, pack nutritious, dense snacks. Please avoid sugar as best you can. You're out there in the car, a lot of it's mental. Hopefully, you're only 10 minutes in between each door that you're knocking. But still, you need to make sure you have readily, easily available, tons of protein that's really nutritious, and doesn't give you that sugar dump. Brown paper bag it. Maybe on Sundays, go ahead and do your meal preps and all. And yeah, there may be something else that I think is up here for us. Let's stay hydrated, drinking plenty of water. There's nothing wrong pulling over pit stops, porta potties, especially I'm out in the country. There's a lot of development. Porta potties are my friend, but stay hydrated. You're hydrated, it'll keep you awake. Water can be just as good or even better than caffeine when it comes to making sure that your systems are going and flowing. Yeah, you gotta take care of your body. Yeah, meal prep. So Saturdays, Sundays, I love grilling. So on Sundays, the last 2 Sundays, I just jumped on the grill, made my chicken thighs, set them apart, and had my little steak for that day to enjoy. I think WrestleMania was going on. But anyways, I digress. Make sure you're planning your meals ahead of time. It'll save with the stress and save with the pocketbook as well. And maybe save with the calories, the good type of calories. Energy management. Make sure you're listening to good stuff, your whole environment. I listen, my car is a mobile university, which is another tip here. We'll talk about what that means a little bit, but I have to make sure that I'm thinking positive, being positive. A great morning wins the day. And the way you win the morning is by having a great night. So I set up my night ahead. I'm getting the proper rest. I'm setting things that need to be in place, my workout clothes, all that stuff, so I can get up running. I've looked over my journal for the day before. You all know, we may know that I love savers, miracle morning savers, silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing are the things that I've been doing for the last 4 some odd years. Shout out to Hal Elrod in the miracle morning. Five, have your organizational tools together, whether you're using an iPad, maybe you're using printed sheets, have all your material together. And this really should take place on a Saturday or Sunday before you're going out for the week. So you have it all there, but make sure it's still there each day. Your chargers, I had to get a little small charger for the car so that my iPad and my phone stay charged regardless of where I was. So a mobile little charger is really helpful. My pins, my business cards, my notes that I'm taking everything on, make sure that all are ready and ready to go. And of course, make sure you're safe. Even as driving, I don't try to judge books by the cover, but if there's, like the other day, there was a big old dog outside. There's two of them actually. And I couldn't tell how far from the porch they were, and the person had private property and just really didn't seem welcoming or inviting. Now, maybe I should have took the leap, but safety is always a consideration. Don't talk yourself out of reaching out to folks, but definitely keep safety in mind. That's also inside the house as well. I do appreciate when people offer me water bottles and things of that nature. It's awesome. But as far as like food that they've cooked directly there, I try not to do things like that. But I do appreciate it because people are so kind. And yeah, learn while you earn. Turn your car into a mobile university, sort of like energy management, but you could be listening to sales tips, life insurance skills. This is really indie industry. Just immerse yourself in business and personal development management books, and it will accelerate your growth while you're going from different appointments. And track your activity. As I said, I've shown you and I'll continue to show my numbers. Make sure you're doing the same things so you can track because what is measured grows. Oh, continue education and training. Oh, that must be, oh, sorry, that's for a few other tips that I was doing on how to become a life insurance agent. So yeah, that's it. That's those eight little tips for you right there, and I hope they're helpful for you. Feel free to reach out to me. I would love for you to hit like and subscribe as well, so we can reach tons of folks. Um, yeah, other than that, I'm out. This is the Life and Transition Experts channel, LITE. Let your light shine. Cheers.